Yes, people, how are we doing? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Premier League show. We've got Game Week 11 this week. Me, Prophet, and Jack will be talking about Game Week 11, the fixtures that are on this weekend. It's going to be really interesting. It's going to be a lot of interesting fixtures, a few good ones here and there. Obviously, we are one man down. Josh is not here once again. He's not doing too well. So show some love to Josh in the chat if you haven't done so already. Pick up to Josh every single time. Hope he gets well soon. He should be back for the next Premier League show if he can. And big up to Jack. Obviously, the new addition to the Premier League show, and has been an absolute legend on the show. And big up to Prophet. Big up to Prophet as well, who's also been a really great addition to this this Premier League show. Big up to you guys. And big up to everyone in the chat. Hit the like button, subscribe to AN Sports. 9 subs to 500, guys. Keep hitting the like button and subscribing to our channels. Prophet's link will be in the description. Make sure you guys go subscribe to his channel. He's doing some good work over there. He'll obviously, me and him will be on. We'll be doing some shows sometime in the future. So obviously we'll be doing
100%.
Forget Liverpool United. We're gonna be doing some football talk in the future.
Yeah, 100%.
But I will be there, and I will be uploading clips as we go. But big up to everyone, and yeah, let's get started. Obviously, there's a massive game this week. Josh is not well this week, bro. Josh is not well this week. He will be back next show. I think he's not doing too well, so big up to him. Hope he gets well soon, man. Big up to Mob Boss. Big up to you. Big up, bro. Big up. But anyways, let's go. Let's go. Let's get started. Jacques and Prophet, where should we start? I mean, the big game this weekend, Liverpool, Manchester City. I think we've got to go there.
Oh, straight off into it. Yeah,
Liverpool, Manchester City. So we go. I think Prophet, you're the away team. Obviously, you are in Manchester this time round. How are you feeling about this game, man? I can't lie to you. It's gonna be really interesting to see what happens, isn't it?
It's a huge game, bro. A huge game. Yeah.
I want to
draw. Yeah. Oh, if you asked me 2 weeks ago, bro, after the Brentford game, how we're gonna do away at I would have said we're gonna hold 6-7. If I'm being honest with you, defensively we were that bad, bro. Against Haaland, he would have 8 for fun. But after the last 2 games against Villa and against Real Madrid, I'm a little bit more confident going into there. Obviously, I'm still cautious, But if we can, I think if we can lock Haaland down, bro, if we can keep Haaland quiet, you see when Haaland's quiet, City don't usually do well. Villa kept Haaland quiet, they lost the game. They're overly reliant on Erling Haaland's goals at the moment. If he isn't scoring, nothing else is really happening, bro. So I think if our defense is on point, like we were against Real Madrid, and we keep Haaland quiet, I'll give us a chance in this game. Either way, though, going to the Etihad is never easy. I know last year we won there, but come on, bro. City were absolutely dead last year. Other than that, in years gone by, we struggled there,
Tells you how much our dead City were. We won there last year.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. So it's never easy going there for Liverpool anyway. But I feel we should just go there and play our game. In years gone by, Klopp would go to the Etihad and he kind of, that was the one time I'd ever see a Klopp team actually sit back and take a point, play counter-attacking. But I don't look at the City team like that. I don't think we should go there, part of the bus and play after counter. I see Arsenal dominate them at the Emirates, have more of the ball. I see Bournemouth the other night have more of the ball against them, take the game to them. I see United, even though they lost 3-0, had more of the ball in the game against them. So this isn't a City team that have a lot of the ball and they pin you back, and they're not really a City team to fear. So we go there, play our game, dictate the game. I think we can really put it on City, but nonetheless, it's going to be a tough game.
100%, bro. And obviously, I'll ask Jack in just a little bit, but I need to make my point real quick because I do have a few points to get across. In my opinion, if you stop Haaland, you stop Man City.
I agree.
This season, Manchester City have been so over reliant on Erling Haaland that if you stop him like how Villa did, you guys can beat them. But that's a very big if, and that's a difficult time. Erling Haaland has been unbelievable. And knowing Liverpool, your defensive season has not been on point. Your defensive season has been leaking in goals. Obviously, you did beat Real Madrid and Aston Villa back-to-back clean sheets at Anfield. But like I did say, your Anfield form compared to your away form has been completely different. If you would have played a stronger team versus Crystal Palace in the League Cup, I reckon you could have won that game.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that Man United game, we were just the better side, and we were the better form team. I'll be honest with you. I think that would have been a one-loss thing, but you beating Crystal Palace in the League Cup with a stronger team was not out of the realms of a possibility. I think you could have, but your Anfield form compared to your road form is completely different. If you were playing away against Liverpool, if Liverpool playing away against Real Madrid, I think you'd have lost that game. In my opinion, I think Real Madrid would have won that game. I was at the Bernabeu. And if you were playing away to how do you say it? If you were playing away to Villa, that could have been a different story, different result. So, like I said, your away form is not as good as your home form. Your home form has been on point. Excuse me, not on point, but it's been much better than obviously your away form. But Liverpool are going into this game with 2 wins in a row, and that's something that you need to build off on and bounce back from, because you guys were struggling in your away form, wasn't it? And then you went back home, lost to Man United, but you started to pick up wins and results. You won against Frankfurt, then you beat Villa, then you beat Real Madrid. Now you have Man City away. That's going to be a different test. That's going to be a tough task. If you can stop, like I said, if you can stop Erling Haaland, you pretty much stop them. Because out of Haaland, he's pretty much bagged Man City's goals, 90% of City's goals this season. And I did say that if Haaland does go missing, City cannot win. And I've said that on many shows before. I've not been a massive fan of Manchester City the way they play. They're over-reliant on Erling Haaland. If they're more of a team, then I understand. But then I retract that comment. But they're so over-reliant on Erling Haaland that you guys can easily expose that if you can defend well. But I don't trust your defense, because I'll tell you why. Your defense this season has been really, really poor.
Yeah.
You're conceding goals pretty much every single game. I don't remember how many clean sheets you have as well. Like barely any clean sheet. I think you only had 3 clean sheets this season? 3 or 4 clean sheets this season?
3 in the league, yeah, only 3 in the league and 1 in the
3
Champions
in the league
as well.
And 1 in the Champions League. Yep, exactly. I think what was it? You beat Real Madrid. So that was about it. That's about it. But Jack, I will get to you in just a second. Big up to my boss. Big up to you, bro. Big up to Josh. Hope you get well soon, my guy. And I reiterated before on this show, get well soon, bro. And you should be back very, very soon. But we shall see what happens. But Jack, talk to me, man.
Well.
But game, how you looking forward to it?
I'm looking forward to this because, obviously my team, we're top of the league, we're 6 points clear, thereabouts. I am staying humble. I'm not getting ahead of myself because Liverpool were 5 points clear about a month ago, around this sort of time. And then look what happened. They went on a shit run of form. And as the saying goes, shit hit the fan. And yeah. But obviously, City beat Dortmund during a week. Haaland scoring against his old team. And Foden with brace. And Cherky made it 4-1 late on in between a consolation goal from Norwegian fullback Ryerson. Can't remember his first name, but yeah. And then obviously Liverpool, they beat Real Madrid 1-0. Alexis McAllister winner from a free kick, whipped in by Szoboszlai. And that was a really good win from Liverpool. I mean, the highlight of the game, I'll be so honest, was seeing Conor Bradley against Vinicius, because that lad from County Tyrone had Vinicius on lock. He had him flipping, what's his name? Franklin and his dog in GTA. He had him like that. Like GTA 5 sort of settings. Hey, say no more. And what can't also be dismissed is the fact that Liverpool were by far the better team in that match. I can't think of many chances that actually Real Madrid had that were clear cut, and
easily.
Liverpool were much more ruthless, and hopefully that bleeds into the rest of their matches coming up. Obviously, maybe Aston Villa last weekend, 2-0, like solid performance, and hopefully that goes into their performance this weekend against City, and hopefully for both Akavin and my sake, it ends up being a draw, because if points are dropped in this sort of scenario, it's better for like teams either ahead or behind in the table, and we'll see how it pans out. Hopefully, McAllister has a solid match. Even though I literally took him out of my FPL out of my team last week, which was an absolute just shitter, and I had Kirkers in my team and Robson started. But anyway, I'd like to pass this on to big old Akavin.
Well, thank you, little Jack. Anyways, we're gonna go back to Prophet. What else do you have to say about this game, bro?
I think, like I said, keep Haaland quiet. I think we can get it at City. I don't know what's happened. There used to be a team that, if Haaland didn't score, no problem. You used to have Bernardo Silva there, who could nip him with a goal. Mahrez, who could nip him with a goal. De Bruyne, Doku. I don't know why all of a sudden now it's just Haaland and that's it. But it is. And I think if we can lock up Mbappe, who going into that game on Tuesday night was one of the best strikers in the world on insane form. If we can lock up Vinicius Jr., I think we can have a decent chance at locking up Erling Haaland too. Now, granted, Haaland's a lot bigger than Mbappe. He's a lot stronger than Mbappe, so he's going to be harder to mark. But if we're on it, I believe we can lock him up. The thing is, are we going to be on it? Are we going to get a defensive performance like we got against Brentford, where we got absolutely torn to shreds? Or are we going to get a defensive performance like we did against Villa and City? Not City, Villa and Madrid. So, yeah, it's interesting to see what Liverpool turn up in this game. I think it all depends on how we turn up, personally.
I hear you 100%. But obviously, looking at it from Man City's side, Liverpool's side as well. It's about consistency, and Liverpool fans have been talking about Arne Slot being, that manager. Oh, he's a one-season wonder manager. I was like, oh, he comes in one season, wins the league. He all of a sudden he's shit. No, I disagree. I don't think you can blame Arne Slot for everything that's happened at Liverpool. You can't really blame Arne Slot for the recent run of bad form. But now you're starting to pick up form. What's the narrative now? Is the slots? Is it the players? What is it now? You know what I'm trying to say. But as for Manchester City, you've got to lock up Erling Haaland, and if you do, and if you can't lock him up, all good, bro. All good, Jack. Jack, you all good, bro? Never mind.
He forgot to mute his mic.
Don't worry about. I got it. Don't worry about it. I can mute from my end. But, anyways, let's just get to score predictions. So I think we might as well get to score predictions unless you have any more to say about the game, bro.
Nah, we'll get to score predictions, bro.
Yeah, I'll let you start first, Prophet. I'll let you start first.
You know what, bro? I think this could go either way. Literally, it could be a City win, a Liverpool win, or a draw. Honestly, I want to back us to win, but I don't know what Liverpool's going to turn up. If City are on it, they can definitely cause us problems. But I think if we're on it, we can cause them problems as well. Draw, score prediction wise, I'm going to go with a draw, bro. I'm going to go with a stalemate. I think it'll be. I'm going to go 2-2. 2-2.
Jacques, score prediction.
Apologies about that, lads and lasses. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to run it back to 2022 when Mahrez missed that absolute sitter, Etihad. But yeah,
I'm gonna go with a 2-1 City win. I just think City have been on really good form this season. I just think it's hard to really look at. It's hard to look past City at home, especially at home. Against Liverpool. I just think you guys are. away form. This is where I question is your away
Yeah,
form is
away
is
form.
why I'm a bit concerned. I think if it was at home, I'd have probably said Liverpool maybe. To be honest, because Anfield, you always get the better of Man City at the Etihad. Sorry, at Anfield, but at the Etihad, it's a different story. But at Anfield, I would have gone with Liverpool win, even if you are in bad form. But I think it'll be a City 2-1 win. I think Haaland will score. I don't think Haaland will score a brace though.
Yeah,
But
man, the man. Last season was last season, but we're not
last
in last
season,
season
last
no more.
season, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Last season is last season. City are no longer the same team as last season, no more. They're no longer the same team. They've been winning games. They've been more consistent than Liverpool have, to be honest with you.
exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with the City win. Also, only because your record at the Etihad isn't all that great. Only you just
Yeah,
won
it's
there.
it's poor, but only one day last season. Other than that, mostly draws or else. So
Yeah, and so yeah, I'm just gonna go for a 2-1 City win, and we'll move on to the next game. Where should we go next? Arsenal.
us,
Arsenal playing against
Sunderland, I believe, isn't it?
Sunderland. Yeah, that's a tough
Yeah.
game. Jack, take it away, bro. Arsenal with Sunderland. Go ahead. Jack? Wait, bro. You're on mute, bro.
Oh yeah. Sorry, what were we talking about? Sorry.
Arsenal Sunderland away.
Arsenal, Sunderland.
No, Arsenal Sunderland. Oh shit. Well, this could be a match where our clean sheet records ended. Hopefully not, because it's like the best sort of like clean. We matched, I think, our clean sheet record from back in, I think, 1903 or 1930. Josh mentioned after we watched the Slavia Prague match midweek. Obviously, Sunderland they drew against Everton on the Monday night match. Xhaka with an equaliser, and obviously NDI scored for Everton. But I'm in high hopes for this as well. I mean, the last time we played them in the league, should I specify? We beat them 4-1. Defoe with the only with the consolation goal for Sunderland. I think it was Giroud, Sanchez. I can't remember who else actually scored in that match. But I remember the last time I think we actually played them in all competitions was in the League Cup about 2-3 years ago. I think we beat them 2-0, and that was when. No, was that 2-0 or was that? I might be getting mixed up. I think Charlie Patino scored in that match against the Mackhams.
I think you won 2-0.
Yeah. I might be getting mixed up with a Bolton match from last season. Fuck it. But yeah, I think we'll win this. Probably. I'm not gonna do score predictions yet, but like we shouldn't take this match for granted because Sunderland thus far this season under Regis Lebris has been solid sort of team. Good sort of setup. Got to watch out for like Mukiele, Xhaka, Wilson, Isidore, all of those sorts of players. And also their goalkeeper, Roos, hasn't been that shabby thus far this season. I remember he was like 10 saves against Nottingham Forest like last month or 2 months ago. And like the reason why they're in the top four speaks for itself. It just speaks for itself, like their form this season. People were thinking they're gonna finish like bottom half, something like that.
Of course, you gotta have this number the facts right here.
Thank you, Josh, lad. Thank you, mate. But yeah, I'd still say this will be a tough match, nevertheless. What Shivan mentioned there about like Sunderland could get a result. Hey, it could happen. This could be a banana skin sort of match for Arsenal, but hopefully it isn't. Touch wood. Hopefully it isn't. But I think we'll get a win from this. Maybe 1 or 2 goals in it. That's what I'd say. Yeah.
Prophet, do you want to talk about Arsenal next?
Arsenal are playing away, are they, or are they at the Emirates?
Yes, Stadium of Light.
Away.
Up in
That's
some.
interesting. That's back.
the last international break as well. This is the last game for the international break, people.
Oh yeah. So Arsenal. Honestly, I know Sunderland have had a good start to the season. They beat Chelsea. Got a couple of good results. They're doing well. But look, Arsenal are just we're getting the results at the moment, and they're just maintaining their place at the top of the table. I don't think this will be an easy game for Arsenal. I do think Sunderland will make it hard. I don't see like a 3-0, 4-0. I think it'll be another close one. But again, I expect Arsenal to just get the result and get the win over the line again. I don't think it'll be pretty. I don't think it'll be easy. But yeah, I back Arsenal to win. But I do think Sunderland will give them a good game.
Yeah.
I lied to you. Arsenal have not been amazing on the eye to watch the season, but I mean, you've been getting your results. And that's the one thing you need to be. That's the one thing a title challenging team needs to do. A consistent title challenging team needs to do is compete, and is to get results, and that's what you guys have been doing. Results, and like I said, it has to continue against Sunderland. Otherwise, yeah, I don't see you. Like, I mean, you could fall off in the next month if you don't, because December. Don't forget, December fixtures are going to be hell hectic.
Yeah.
You guys have Champions League. You've got what do you call it, the League Cup semifinals coming up very soon, or the quarterfinals very, very soon. You've got some tough games against Spurs and Chelsea. You know, it's gonna really test and see if Arsenal can challenge for the league this season. It's gonna really test and see if you guys are true contenders for the title. So you must win this game before the international break. Going into the international break, this is Arsenal. Obviously, you can't get comfortable and whatnot because you got if you don't win this game, then all of a sudden the tables can turn. But like I said, if you win this game with confidence going into the international break, I don't see why Arsenal can't push on and go for the Premier League title, because obviously, like I said, December is where everything goes. It gets all hectic and whatnot. So we shall see what happens there. But I'm probably going to say 2-1 Arsenal. Or not, I'm going to go 1-0 Arsenal, actually.
Yeah, I don't think they'll concede.
Actually, wait, 1-0 Arsenal? I don't know. Actually, I can't really say my prediction. You guys go first. I'll rethink my prediction again, actually.
I'm going to go 1-0 Arsenal. I think it'll be close, but I can see them getting a late goal. Maybe last 10 minutes, last 5 minutes. So I'm going to go with a 1-0 Arsenal win. They'll get the win over the line.
Jacques, your score prediction?
As I alluded to a bit earlier, I say there'd be a goal or two in it. I'm going to go 2-0 Arsenal. Probably gonna score from a set piece again, for crying out loud. Jesus Lord.
I'm gonna go with a 2-1 Arsenal win. Actually, no, 1-0 Arsenal. 1-0 Arsenal, because away at Sunderland is gonna be tough. I guess you need to win these games. Away at Sunderland, it's not gonna be an easy ground. They've had a good start to the season. Arsenal need to continue their good run of form. I think you will scrape by 1-0. What do you call Arsenal ranks 16th open play goals, but that's because the team play low block against Arsenal. That's why. 1-0 Sunderland 1-1. Okay, that's fair enough. Where do you want to go to next?
Ooh. Should we go to the other big game, Bo? I think it's Tottenham against Manchester United tomorrow.
We can do that. Yeah, we can go Tottenham, man. Yeah.
I'm a bit annoyed that that's a 12:30 kickoff, man. I would have expected that to be like a 5:30 game or something.
But listen, at the end of the day, Man United away at Tottenham haven't been amazing.
Yeah, that is true.
We've not been amazing away at Spurs, but that's where this kind of has to end, because we stopped our winning. Sorry, we ended our winless run against Brighton. Our winless run at Anfield. Almost, but saved a point against Nottingham Forest. Beat Sunderland at home 2-0. Unbeaten in 4 games. I'm happy. I'm not over the moon about it, but I'm happy that we're finally on the track to getting results. That we should be getting results. Can't lie to you, Spurs away is not going to be easy, but Spurs at home haven't been amazing this season. Their results at home haven't been the most perfect. I think they've just lost to Aston Villa the last Premier League home game. I think they just lost.
Aston Villa and Chelsea. Yeah.
Aston Villa and Chelsea, exactly. So this is what I'm trying to say. That if we can go away at Spurs and get possibly 3 points, I'll be happy because all I need right now is for Man United to pick up form. Going into the next international break. I'll be doing more of the preview with Rasta on my channel tomorrow. But listen, Spurs away will not be an easy test. I want to know your guys' thoughts on the game as well, Prophet and
Yeah, I think again it's always an interesting game, Tottenham against United. Obviously I don't want to bring it up, but they did beat you in the final last year.
yeah,
I don't think you won a game against Tottenham last season, both. I'm not mistaken. I think they beat you at Old Trafford. They beat you in the league at their ground. They beat you in the cup as well, and I think they beat you in the final. So, yeah. Even the season before that, they beat you at their ground. Obviously, you at Old Trafford. So, you know, it's a team that United struggle against. Tottenham, never an easy game. I don't know how Tottenham approached the game. I don't know how United approached the game. Do United go there low block, try and hit on the counter, or
hit
do
them
Tottenham do that?
hit on the counter. That's
Yeah.
what I would do. Hit them on the
Yeah,
counter.
but then again, Spurs also kind of play counter attacking as well. So
They're missing a few players though.
they are indeed, yeah. So
They're
they're going to want to bounce back as well after the terrible performance they put in against Chelsea. It's definitely set up to be an interesting game. I think it looks like there's a little bit of pressure on the Tottenham manager Thomas Frank at the moment. So I think he probably does need a win here. Not so much pressure on Ruben Amorim at the moment.
Not really.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. I don't think it'll be like a. I think it's another one where it'll be a 1-goal margin or again a draw. I think it'll be an interesting game to watch though. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on it.
Jacques? You're on mute, bro.
Spurs could win in a week. I know that people are quite excited apart from midweek, considering the goal that Van de Ven scored, that potentially could be nominated for Puskas and whatnot. A bit like Son's goal against Burnley about 5 years in 2020, about 5 years ago. And obviously United, they're not playing in any sort of like major competitions apart from the Premier League, and obviously the FA Cup later in the season. I'm not trying to throw slander or whatnot.
Okay, that's okay.
I'd still say De Ligt's better than Van de Ven in terms of like throughout his career. And I know this is my sort of like topic to answer because I'm not a Spurs fan, nor am I a United fan, but that's just my take on it. I agree, AFC always. I agree, man. I agree. Like,
100%.
If you got the numbers, so like to back up, like your plaudits and like your trophies, and that's all good. But if you don't win shit to back up, then what's the point?
Exactly,
Yeah,
100%.
it's just completely irrelevant. It's like, it's just like that. Like when, say for example, I know I'm going a wee bit off topic and talk about Arsenal in a way, but like when we went, however many minutes it was, like 1,000 odd minutes in Champions League in 05-06, without conceding goal until like Eto'o scored in the Champions League final. Like that didn't mean shit because, like, unless you've got a record on your back and you got the trophies to back up, then what's the point? But anyway, going back to like Man United, Tottenham, United 2-2 draw in their last fixture in the league at the City Ground, so got to bounce back in a way. Got to get 3 points on this, and I'll be so honest. Like Spurs, they've been solid. They've been solid in all competitions thus far this season. But I think United, because I'm not trying to say nothing to play for. They've got nothing to lose because they're not being burdened by European fixtures and whatnot. They should win this. They should be going for like the top 4. They've got no excuse to essentially cock things up, just like Arteta does, or or has been doing in title races since he's been Arsenal manager. And not even title races, top 4 races as well. But hey, we can't have any of this haram bullshit that Arteta follows. We need like Anarim needs to win this because
I agree.
Like United, obviously they're under pressure because they're the biggest club in England. No offense, Profit. In terms of domestic competitions, European competitions, it's more so Liverpool on that front. But regardless, like you need to get through from this. There's no excuse. Obviously, Spurs, a solid team. They're also challenging for like the Champions League places, as you'd expect. But there's no excuse to not get 3 points on this. There's no excuse. Yeah.
Arteta has screwed up the title in the last 2 seasons. He has.
Third time lucky, potentially.
Third time lucky. Yeah, third time's a charm.
Mm.
Third time's a charm. Could have been last season, but listen, it is what it is. Arsenal just didn't even make top last season. Do you know what's so funny, Prophet, last season? United were top for 1 day, Arsenal were top for 0 days last season, and we finished.
It's weird, because when Arsenal went away to City last year, they were down to 10 men. I think they were 2-1 up, almost won the game, but Stone scored last minute. I genuinely thought that would kick Arsenal on, to go and win the league or go and challenge for it again, but it just fell off a cliff after
that. I hear you, bro, 100%. Like even I thought like that was the result that if Arsenal would have got the result, if Trossard was an idiot, you could have won the game by a lot. You could have instead of winning the game by just 2-1, it could have been 3-4-1 Arsenal the way you guys were playing.
I don't think so. I don't
know.
So.
If it wasn't for the red card, you wouldn't have to play under the cosh. You wouldn't be sitting back. The way you guys attacked Man City, you guys made sure that they couldn't even. You tried to nullify them. You couldn't even get past them. You know what I'm trying to say. It was difficult. So, but yeah, I'm just gonna go with my score prediction unless you guys want to have any more on the game.
Yeah, interesting game. I would say at the moment, Spurs probably own United after the Europa League win.
They do.
Beat you all last season.
But it's about time we end.
It's not just United, to be fair. They every time they play the Manchester clubs, Tottenham just turn up. City home and away, United home and away. So I'd be surprised if they didn't show up in this game. So yeah.
I'll just go with my score prediction. I'll have more to say on the game tomorrow with Rasta, so I'll be previewing the game on my right point. Make sure you guys do tune into that. Score prediction. In my heart, I'm going to go with the Man United win. In my heart. 2-1 Man United in my heart. In my head, 2-2. In my head. Cool. Guys, score predictions?
Yeah, Zach can go first this time.
In both my head and my heart, I'm going 2-1 United. I'm going 2-1 United. I hate those Tottenham lot. I hate those lot, man.
I hear you. Prophet?
What Jack said there, I'm the opposite. Everything he feels about Tottenham, I feel about United. So I'm going to go 2-1 Spurs. Screw it. Okay. I'm going to go 2-1 Tottenham.
Man United wins, says Mob Boss. Okay, fair enough. Hopefully that happens.
Sorry,
go. It's okay, bro.
I just want to also add that what's the name? Kudus is a doubt for a match. Didn't play midweek against Copenhagen, and also Bergwall looks like he's out due to concussion. Obviously, there's a usual lot who aren't going to be back for a while.
A lot of injuries, haven't they, Tottenham?
Yeah. Archie Gray, Ben Davies, Takai, who I believe, Kota Takai, who's a Japanese defender, Dragushin, Kulusevski, Madison, Bergwall, Bissouma, Solanke, and Kudus. But Kudus is like the only doubt for Matt. Plays like doubtful.
We gotta rep the Asian lads, don't we, Prophet?
Yeah, of course, man.
Gotta rep the Asian lads, bro.
Come on.
Asian pride every single time. But listen, it's gonna be an interesting game. Hopefully, it does go the way of Man United. But listen, it shall see. Man United playing 1 game a week will benefit them getting top 4. I hope that happens. I hope that happens, but I'm not going to celebrate it. I don't celebrate top four. I celebrate trophies
Celebrate the
only.
trophy.
Exactly. So that's why I want the FA Cup. If we can get the FA Cup, but we shall see. We shall see. I think what's the next game we go to? Chelsea are playing against
Wolves.
we'll preview that game afterwards. I think let's just go to the other one. Brighton, Crystal Palace.
Ooh, Brighton, Crystal Palace. Interesting game. Both teams are doing pretty well. Obviously, Palace probably more so than Brighton.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely set up to be an interesting game. Is it at the Amex or is it at Selhurst Park?
Selhurst.
Selhurst. Ooh. So Palace have got the home advantage for the game.
They do. Home advantage, Crystal Palace.
Yeah. I think Palace have lost 3 games all season, 1 game all season, 2 games is it? They haven't lost a lot. I know they've done pretty well on that front. Brighton, a little bit hit and miss. They beat Chelsea 3-1 at the Bridge, lose to United at Old Trafford. They beat Leeds 3-0. So Brighton are always a team that they entertain. They play good football, but I also think Palace are no mugs either at Selhurst Park.
Yeah, 100%.
Crystal Palace having the home advantage. I'm going to go with the Crystal Palace win. I'm going to go 2-1 Crystal Palace. I agree with the AFC 87 always.
Yeah, same. I'm going to go 2-1 Crystal Palace as well. I think Crystal Palace will be the better team. I think they are the better team on form. They are the better team in recent times as well. They have won a trophy. Brighton have not really done much. But even then, like Crystal Palace having the time of their lives, if they go and beat Brighton, it'll be a massive win for Palace fans. And by the way, can I just say, how is this rivalry even started? By the way, how is this even a rivalry?
It's a weird one. Palace and there's
23.
some weird rivalries in London. You get
the same motorway,
Palace, Brighton.
It's the same motorway, isn't it? That's why.
No. It's not motorway. A road.
Okay.
A23.
Yeah, A23 Derby, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a pointless one, really. Let's be honest. I mean, A20.
It's hyped up by the media. That's why it's got to this sort of thing. Actually, not by media, by the fans. But realistically, who are like Palace's biggest rivals? Like you got Charlton, but they're in like League One or like they're in and around like the Championship, League One. You got Millwall, not too far away. Obviously you got West Ham, but that's more so like Newham, sort of like East London. And as for Brighton, Brighton's main rivals are like Whitehawk, who are like Isthmian Premier Division, Lewis, which is in like another part of East Sussex, and then I can't think of many other ones. Like you got Horsham in West Sussex, you got like Crawley in League Two or like bottom of League Two, I think right now.
Yeah.
In West Sussex, but like Brighton don't have any sort of like big sort of rivals apart from Southampton, Portsmouth, Bournemouth on the south coast, but like geographically speaking, like Southampton and Palace are like the biggest sort of rivals realistically. And obviously going into this, Palace they beat AZ Alkmaar of the Eredivisie 3-1 yesterday in Europe, and obviously Brighton they won their last match against Leeds, which Josh was stewarding at. And for he told me really good match and whatnot. And obviously going into this, both teams, they're coming into this match on good form. But I have to back my lot from my South London rivals. 2-1 win for Palace. Yeah.
Fair enough. Crystal Palace are so you said 2-1 Brighton.
2-1 Palace.
No, 2-1 Palace.
Oh,
2-1 Palace.
All three of us won 2-1 Palace. Hey, listen, that's one of the rarest times we all go for the same score prediction. Obviously, we had one last week, but I mean, this time, yeah, we're all going for 2-1 Palace, man. It's gonna be an interesting game. Obviously, Palace, good players. Brighton, decent somewhat players. But I think at home at Selhurst Park, the Palace fans will be up for it. They're gonna win this game a lot more. But yeah, I'm gonna go with 2-1 Palace as well, and same with you three. Yeah. Next up, which game do we have? I think we might as well go to Chelsea. That's the next big game. Not big game, but Chelsea is big for Chelsea. because they need
This
to
is
win
at
this game.
Stamford Bridge, I believe, right?
Bridge.
Yeah, I don't see anything other than a straightforward Chelsea win here.
Yeah.
Wolves have just gotten rid of their manager. They don't have a manager for this game. I believe they're going to use an interim or something.
No.
Yeah, they're not.
Sorry.
Oh, never mind. But I thought you said something else.
No, I didn't say anything.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't see anything other than a Chelsea win here, an easy one as well. Wolves got no manager going into this game. Again, they're bottom of the table. They're pretty much down and out at this point. I don't see a way they survive this year. Yeah, I mean, not much to say other than an easy Chelsea win. It should be on paper, but then again, this is probably a team that Chelsea would struggle against, losing to Sunderland. But then they beat Liverpool, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't be surprised if it's a closer game than people think, but nonetheless, it should be an easy Chelsea win here.
Jack?
I'm just looking at who Wolves is interim manager. Is it James Collins? No, not the former West Ham lad. It is another Baldy though. Who's the under 21s?
They might as well bring in that fellow who managed England for just a few games. Well, I don't even know.
What's his name? Carsley. Bill Carsley.
Yeah, I should have got Carsley.
I think that's the name. No. But they got the Wolves under 21 head coach at the helm right now, going into this match. But hey, let's be so real. It's not gonna change shit. It's not gonna matter. Like, cool. Wolves are 2 defenders called Bueno. Their whole team is no Bueno. And obviously, as we saw, Chelsea drew midweek in Azerbaijan against Karabakh, but that's not going to matter. Delap's back. And so we're not going to have to see Joao Pedro up front for a while, hopefully. I'm just going to go out there, just say 3-0 Chelsea. And also just want to quickly say this is an absolute piss take. I know we discussed this on the last stream with, I think Ran commented about like how this is an 8:00 kickoff. Like Josh. Okay, my bad. Sorry. People heading back up to the Black Country at like 9:30. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Why is it like that? Why have they done it like that? Like, it's just a pain in the ass. It's like saying,
Jack, sorry to cut in. Over here, we've got to watch games at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
3 a.m. games in a row very soon.
No, I completely understand. I'm just also saying it in terms of like people in this country. I'm not trying to do any sort. I'm not trying to take the piss out of like people watching internationally and whatnot. But it's like say if a match taking place was like Newcastle Bournemouth, it was an 8:00 kickoff, 8 p.m. kickoff, and so like the lads in Bournemouth, however many people there are, I don't know, like they have to essentially get back down to Dorset, I think it is. They have to get back down to Dorset and like. And then there might be an NER sort of strike, and then they have to get.
I like the way you said they had to get back to Dorset.
Bournemouth is in Dorset. But like, say like they don't have like paid for a hotel to go to or whatnot, and they need to head back. They need to head back down via London. It's gonna take ages, and they're gonna have to get like a night train and whatnot. It's just a piss take in terms of just like logistically as well.
No,
I
get you on that one, 100%. Prophet, talk about this game a little bit.
Yeah, but it's like I don't see anything other than Chelsea not winning. Wolves, they might get a new manager bounce of some sort, but I doubt it with an interim. He's probably going to be there for just one game. They're down and out. Wolves are pretty much relegated now. It's going to take a miracle for them to stay up, a proper miracle. So. Yeah, I mean Chelsea, good win against Tottenham last weekend as well at the Tottenham Hotspur ground. You know, they're coming off some positivity. I know we're due in the middle of the week to Karabakh, which would have been a little bit of a knock. Probably would have expected them to win that pretty easily, but yeah. Look, Wolves are just that bad that Chelsea should be able to get the win easily. Yeah, easy win for Chelsea here, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chelsea win as well. I'm gonna go 3-0 Chelsea. I agree with Jacques. What was your score prediction, Prophet? Like, what score are you going for?
3-0
go.
Chelsea. 3-0 Chelsea.
Well, you two have gone 3-0, so I'm gonna go 4-0 Chelsea.
Ooh, 4-0. 4-0 is fair. 4-0 is very, very fair. 4-0 is a good scoreline. But yeah, we shall see what happens. I mean, Wolves, if they lose this game, they're pretty much gone for good because Wolves are far away from the top. Like, I would say not from the top, but they're far away.
They haven't won a game yet, have they? I'm pretty sure they haven't won a game.
They've only got a point away at Spurs, and this is what I'm trying to say. Spurs drop points at home to Wolves. This is what I'm trying to say. If United don't go and win at Spurs away, I'll be really embarrassed.
Yeah.
We have to go win at Spurs. Man says 2-1 Wolves, you know.
That'd be a shock, that would. But you know what? We could do with Chelsea dropping some points, to be fair.
I get the bold shout, Sankit, but let's just be honest with you. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, Sankit. But I hear it. I hear the bold claims, but listen, sometimes you got to throw it out there. Sometimes you just have to throw it out there and see and ride your luck. But I don't see it happening. But let's move on to the next game. Which game should we talk about? Newcastle Brentford. I think that's the next best game, possibly.
Ooh, interesting, man.
Wissa back to the GTEC, but obviously Wissa is not playing this game. I think he's injured, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in this game. Newcastle lost last time they came out to London. They lost to West Ham away. It's going to be, like I said, bro, it's going to be interesting, man. Interesting game, interesting fixture. Brentford. I've been one of those people that I thought Brentford was going to get relegated because of their.
I thought the same, bro.
I thought once they sold these guys, I thought they were going to get relegated, man. I thought, like, for sure, Brentford were just going to be one of those teams where they're like, yeah, no, they're gonna struggle this season because they lost a lot of good players. They lost key players, but listen, I forgot the manager name, but big up to him, man. He's
Keith Andrews, I believe his name is.
Andrews. He was a set piece coach, wasn't he?
He was that under, yeah.
That's crazy, man. And to think, and to think that he took over Brentford after Thomas Frank left. Fair play to him, man. Fair bloody play. Fair play to him, like. But Newcastle at home won't be an easy game. Newcastle coming in with wanting to rebound off last week. They want to rebound off a bad result. They want to rebound and win. You know what I'm trying to say? They want to bounce back, and I think they have a chance to do that. They had the chance to do that. Obviously, Newcastle have a good side. Walter Mata, maybe he can continue that good run form. Maybe he can continue scoring. We shall see what happens. But Prophet, you want to talk about this game, bro?
Yeah, interesting game here. Newcastle haven't had a good start to the season. They've had a pretty poor season so far. They haven't been good at all. But in the Champions League, they look like they've been a lot better. I think they're doing pretty well in Europe, which is strange. Yeah, pretty strange. But yeah, in the Premier League, they're having a bit of a poor time. Got beat by West Ham 3-1 last weekend. Great performance by West Ham, but I'm surprised at how bad Newcastle were. You'd have expected them to go there and get the win pretty easily. But they didn't know. Sunderland, Newcastle's biggest rivals, I believe, are having a better season than them. That's got to be a little bit embarrassing.
And
as for Brentford as well, they've had a decent start to Premier League life. Again, I agree with what Akavin said there. I expected Brentford to get relegated. They lost Thomas Frank to Spurs. Obviously, they lost Mbuemo. They lost Wissa. I thought they were nailed on relegation.
No guard.
You got to credit the manager and whoever their scouting team is, because they've done very, very well to be where they are. Mid-table at the moment, around about mid-table. So they've had a decent start to the Premier League. Don't think there's any danger of them getting relegated this season, at least. Honestly, I think this could be another upset. I think Newcastle could end up losing 2 in a row. I think Brentford at home, pretty solid. I can see an upset here again.
You know what? I'm going to agree with you. I'm gonna agree with you. You and I have been Newcastle's biggest critics so far in the past few weeks.
100, yeah.
And rightly so, they've not been amazing. They've not been on good form. Newcastle have been terrible on form, bro. I'll be honest with you. They've been in a really, really bad form. I mean, ever since we spoke about them last time out, I asked you guys the question: is Eddie Howe is that a sackable offense being below your biggest rivals after so many years of being in the championship or in League One, lingering around there and coming up, you winning the League Cup, and now they're above you in the league table? Isn't that a sackable offense? Now we're thinking about it, possibly. I know they're holding on to the League Cup and whatnot, but like you guys got it. We can't be holding on to that League Cup anymore. We have to look at the current season. And things are not going well for Newcastle. Not going well for Newcastle no more.
They're not 100%. I think with Eddie Howe, I think they'll give him a buy-in because he obviously won the Carabao Cup last year. So I think he gets a little bit of a buy-in. But again, how long until the Newcastle fans start to think, okay, enough is enough, and maybe we need someone a little bit better?
Yep.
I look at Newcastle's team, bro, and I don't think they've got a great squad. I'll be totally honest. I think they've got a good first 11. But yeah, I think they've got a good first 11, Newcastle. But I look at their team, bro. I mean, I don't know. Remember back in the day before the takeover when they was flirting the relegation, they've still got relegation level players in their team playing around, and I think again by now, the amount of years it's been since the takeover, they should have a pretty decent squad and a pretty decent bench, but they've still got some really, really low quality players in that team and squad. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. While they've got some decent players, I don't think their squad is as amazing as it should be after the amount of years it's been since the takeover.
I think Slot said something that he'll be in the squad to face City, but I don't think he will play the game.
He won't play. He'll be Ekatike, Sanak.
Sanket.
Sanket, my bad. Apologies.
No worries, bro. No worries. All good, bro. All good. But anyways, I think let's get to score predictions. I'm going to go with 3-1 Brentford. I'm going to go with the crazy 3-1 Brentford win.
I'm going to go 2-1 Brentford.
Jack, score prediction? You're on mute, bro.
I'm going to go probably 1-0. I'm going to go 1-0.
Game a little bit? Want to talk about this game for a little bit?
Well, obviously Brentford, they lost 2-0 last week against Palace on goal from Collins and Mateta with an absolute fucking bullet header. And obviously Newcastle midweek, they beat Athletic Club, Dan Burn and Joelinton with the goals. Dan Burn's fucking bullet header, Jesus Christ, that was fucking mental. But from what I've heard from Newcastle fans, it was a bit of poor performance, although I can't remember his name. Guruzzetta, I think, was out for Athletic Club. So that's what held the Basque side back in that match. But yeah, just looking at this, like I think Newcastle might actually edge it. I think 2-1 Newcastle actually. I'll just be really honest, yeah. Although it'd be awesome for John Henson to get one up on his Geordie rivals. So yeah.
Is Wissa fit for this game, or is he injured?
It's saying where he's set to return.
Oh wow!
But FOTMob's also saying like late November 2025 in terms of like when he's supposed to be back. So I don't think he won't start. Definitely not against his old team.
No, I don't.
I think later in the month. I'm not sure Newcastle are playing later in the month, but yeah, he'll probably return against maybe like Marseille or Everton or Spurs in late November or December. I don't think he'll be back for like Newcastle City, but we'll see.
Fair enough. Final score prediction for this game? You said 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1 Newcastle. 2-1 Newcastle.
Cool. 2-1 Newcastle. Next game, we've got a classic 2010 game, Everton Fulham.
Ooh, Everton Fulham. Goodison or Craven Cottage?
It's at Dill Higginson Stadium. Hill Dixon, sorry.
Well, I don't know why I keep saying Goodison. I'm still stuck there. I know they got the new one now, Dickinson, my bad. Yeah, so it's at the Dickinson,
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I said Dill by accident. It was Hill. My bad. I was
yeah.
tongue twisted. There.
This is an interesting game, bro. Everton
2-1
obviously doing up Everton things. They're doing well, they're doing what they're meant to be doing. Really, they're not really pushing for Europe. They're not really in relegation danger. They're kind of just floating around mid-table. No danger of them getting relegated. Unfortunately, they've got David Moyes, who again is a good coach. They've got a decent team on paper as well, so they should be comfortably, comfortable mid-table Premier League side. With a couple of additions, I think they can push for Europe. Because I think Moyes is definitely a manager capable of leading a team to Europe. As for Fulham, they've been poor, bro. They've been very poor this season. Usually they're mid-table. I'm surprised that I think Fulham have got some decent quality players. I think they've got a decent manager, so it surprises me that they never seem to push for Europe or be in a European spot. They're always around mid-table, which is a big surprise because I think they definitely have a team to push for Europe, but they don't. This season though, they've been poor. They haven't been great. I think they're floating around the lower half of the table. I think they do need to get their act together soon because they could, if they aren't careful, be dragged into a bit of a relegation battle. I don't think they will though. I think they will kick on. I think they will start, getting back to the Fulham that they are. I think Marco Silva's a good coach. I think he'll definitely sort them out. This game though, away at Everton, if this was at Craven Cottage, I would have gone with a Fulham win. But I think at the Hill Dickinson Stadium, I'm going to go with a draw here.
I'm gonna go with 2-1 Everton.
Fair enough.
What are you saying, Jack? Score prediction on little preview of the game. You're on mute, bro.
For fuck's sake. Just like we covered with the last match, 12th versus 13th. This match, 14th versus 15th in the league. Everton ahead by a point and one goal. No, not one goal. By no, sorry, they're further back on goal difference, for fuck's sake. But Everton ahead of Fulham by a point going into this match. Both with similar records. Fulham, 2 draws, 5 losses, 3 wins. Everton with 3 wins, 3 draws, 4 losses. And obviously, Everton, they drew against Sunderland on Monday.
Yeah.
Wait, give me... Sorry. Just could hear Josh watching a stream, and it was.
Tell him to join for a bit, man. Tell him to join for a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Josh can win, man, all the time.
Yeah.
And obviously, Fulham they beat Wolves last weekend. Everton drew on Monday against Sunderland.
Yep.
And Fulham have not been in a good run of form. I mean, obviously they beat Wolves in their last match, but they scraped through on the penalty shootout in the League Cup. Lost to Newcastle 2-1. Lost to Arsenal 1-0. Lost to Bournemouth 3-1. And Everton are also on a similar sort of run of form in their past 5 matches. Drew against West Ham 1-0, beat Palace 2-1, 2-0 loss against City, 3-0 loss against Spurs, and drew their last match against Sunderland. But I think this could be a time for Toffees to bounce back. And if say like Cherno Barry actually gets his first goal for a club in the league, and say NDI keeps out his good run of form, same with Grealish and Dewsbury Hall. Hey, Everton could easily win this, but both teams been inconsistent thus far. I'm gonna back Everton. Just say 2-1. They'll probably nick it right over death. NDI winner.
Fair enough. NDI he's been Everton's player of the year so far, in my opinion, along with Jack Grealish. Him and NDI have been 2 of Everton's best players this season, and they have had a good start. They've got enough points for me to confirm their survival now in the Premier League. There's no way they get relegated now for Everton, in my opinion, unless some really, really crazy shit happens. But Don't worry about it, Jack. You're good, my guy. But we shall see what happens in this game. Next game, I think let's just quickly get to the predictions because I mean there's a couple interesting games here. West Ham Burnley. I'm gonna go 3-1 West Ham. I think West Ham are gonna bounce back. They're gonna go on a good run of a couple wins and whatnot.
2-1 West Ham. I think the Fulham Everton game's 1-1. By the way, I didn't give my prediction for that one. 1-1 for the Fulham Everton one, but 2-1 for this West Ham one.
Just have to delete a comment in the chat, by the way, because he put two flags that I have no affiliation to whatnot. So guys,
yeah,
you see any idiots like this in the chat, just call them out, and I'll do the honors and block them. Big up everyone in the chat as always. Sorry, we'll continue.
Yeah, I think Everton Fulham. I think it'll be a 1-1 draw. West Ham Burnley, is it?
West Ham Burnley, yeah, West Ham Burnley.
I think West Ham continue their run as well. I think they got the feel of a win the other day. I mean, I think they'll continue it on. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win again for West Ham.
Mm-hmm. Jack?
Yeah, I'm just sake, I can't get my words out. 2-1 win West Ham, and I've got a certain shirt to show. That I got the other day. I'll be right back.
No worries. Speaking of shirts, I went to a football shirt festival today.
Nice. Did you get anything?
No, I didn't get anything. But there was a reward for a Liverpool kit if you win some quiz, like a free Liverpool kit. And it actually was fun. The United fan won the quiz.
Oh my days!
I got the free Liverpool shirt. He said he's gonna sell it on. He's gonna rip it apart. That. But Sanket here says 2-1 to Burnley. Okay, fair enough. But anyways, I'm gonna go with 3 on West Ham. I think. What did Jack say? Jack said 2 on West Ham as well.
I think he said 2-1 West Ham. I said 2-1 West Ham too.
Jack, I said 2-1 West Ham, and I was at a charity shop the other day, and I got these two shirts, 14-15 away kit.
No, that looks like. Oh no, never mind. That was.
It's 14-15. It is 14-15, yeah, and then I got this one. I'm not sure whenabouts it's from, but I think it's like a kit that Bobby Moore
looks like the 90s
worn back in the day.
Early 80s.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I got it from a chat shop. It was like 27 quid for both shirts. So solid sort of purchase.
If anyone
can set it on as well.
Sorry, finish your point.
Could set it on like eBay Marketplace or something like that. I could give it to one of my friends back home. But yeah, come on, you Hammers.
Arsenal fan, yeah. Nah, I'm kidding.
No, I'm joking. The thing between us and West Ham, we hate Tottenham. Okay. Respect collectively. So yeah. And thanks to Declan Rice.
Now we have a legend in the chat. Big up Steve. Hope you're well, man. He says, "Hi guys, hope you're always." Big up Steve from Manchester every single time. Watching from all the way from Manchester. Big up to you, my guy. Hopefully, I get the win tomorrow. And we shall see what happens there.
I'm going to have to wake up early to get that game, man. 12:30.
Yeah, that's going to be an early one, isn't it? I mean, obviously, I do feel for the traveling fans. You're going to have to get up early to travel all the way down. For me, listen, I don't even watch Thai League, so I'm good. I just watch the games. I just watch the games from home. But as I was about to say, if anyone in the chat has any link to a website that sells authentic, and I mean authentic only, not those fake shirts, yeah, retro shirts, yeah, any football kits that are real and are properly authentic, I want to buy the United shirt from 2007 2008, and I want to wear it because I missed, because I actually had it before, but then the number 7 ripped off. So now I don't know where it is. Like I can't find it. It's in the closet somewhere, but I need to go find it. But
you heard him, guys. Get down in the comments, man. Put some links in.
Yes, put a link in the chat. Send it to me, or find a link. and then and post it in the chat, and I will have a look at that. But next game we're going to talk about is we've got 2 more games left. Aston Villa, Bournemouth, and Nottingham Forest, Leeds United, which is the more interesting game. The old classic rivalry, Nottingham against Leeds, or you want to talk about Aston Villa, Bournemouth, which is a really tough
Well,
game.
I think we'll start with the least interesting one, Bob. We'll start with Forest Leeds. That's going to be an interesting game. Forest Leeds. Forest have made some sort of improvement under Sean Dyche. Previously under Ange, they were all over the place, but
They were.
yeah, definitely a lot more defensively well organised. Good win. Got a good point against United last week. Last time out. So they're definitely looking more defensively solid. I think Sean Dyche will do enough this year to keep them up. As for Leeds, again similar. They've had a decent start to Premier League life. They're floating in and around mid-table. They're not rock bottom. They're not in the relegation zone. So looks like they're doing well on their course to surviving as well. I know Akabin hates Leeds as well, of course. So yeah, they're but yeah, for this game, I think Forest need the points 100%. I think with West Ham winning, Forest drop down to 19th, I believe. So yeah, Forest need a win in this game ideally. Leeds, I think they can take a draw. I think they're comfortably mid-table at the moment. Forest need the win. Leeds can take the point over draw. So honestly, I'm going to go with the Leeds win. I think Leeds will win this game. I'm going to go 2-1 Leeds.
2-1 Leeds. I'm going to go 2-1 Forest.
Fair enough.
I think Forest will be more confident after last week. I think Forest fanship finally feel much better about the fact that now I think they're going to be harder to break down.
100%.
They're going to be more set up. They're going to set up so well. You know, obviously Sean Dyche has worked with Chris Wood as well. He's gonna start scoring goals again. So that'll be a good game. But I think Forest will win. I think Forest will now slowly start to pick up results again, and I think Sean Dyche might be the right guy to take Forest forward. But I don't see them finishing the European places.
No.
I do think they'll be a good team. They'll linger around the 12th, 13th spot, but I don't see them finishing the European places like they did with Nuno.
No, I agree.
But Jacques, what's your score prediction? I don't want Leeds to win. I would much rather Leeds get relegated for that sake.
Obviously, I want Forest to win and whatnot. I'm gonna go with 2-1 Forest. I'm gonna go 2-1 Forest. Also, I know none of us sort of commented this on like the West Ham Burnley game, but that's actually quite like a relegation 6-pointer. I know only like this we're only going into match day 11, but it technically in a sort of like jovial, jokey sort of way, it is like a relegation 6-pointer because West Ham only 3 points behind Burnley, but worse goal difference than the lads Van der Claret and Blue of Lancashire. And obviously with Forest, they are 5 points behind Leeds. Forest obviously in 19th, Leeds in 16th, but this is like a crucial match for Leeds as well because hey, if West Ham win this and if West Ham win and Forest win, there's only 2 points within it. Well, actually no, there'd actually be a point in it between West Ham and Leeds, as well as Burnley would be on the same points as West Ham, but Forest would only be 2 points behind Leeds if they win. So it's a big match week for all of those 4 teams involved at this stage. But yeah, I just want to point out.
I hear it. But next game, last but not least, Aston Villa Bournemouth.
This is an interesting one. This will be an interesting game.
Spanish manager battle.
Basque derby.
Ray Oliver said me.
Oh yeah, it is the Basque. They're both Basque, isn't it?
Yeah, they're both Basque. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Jack, you want to take it away?
Well. Obviously, Aston Villa won yesterday against what's their name? Maccabi Tel Aviv. I think that's what they're called.
I don't know who they are, to be honest with you, Jack. I mean, let's
2-0 win. Solid result and whatnot. Bournemouth, they lost last week against Man City, and both of the goals they conceded from Haaland was there. It was a fault of their own because they were playing a really high line, and then it's just like one or two passes through. I know we mentioned this on the last Premier League stream that we did, or Prem review, should I say, last weekend, and Bournemouth they shot themselves in the foot there, but yeah, and obviously Villa lost their last home match against the mighty Liverpool 2-0. And yeah, it's hopefully will be a good game. Obviously, just trying to look at the injuries that both teams have. Garcia is injured for Villa. Same with Tyrone Mings. Tyrone Mings is out until like January. And as for Bournemouth, Enes Unal, ACL injury, which I'm not sure when he sustained that. Or like it says cruciate ligament injury, and Tyler Adams got injured against Man City. Scored the equaliser in that match, should I add as well. But those are the only sort of doubts and sort of like injuries that both teams have. But I'd still probably say Villa have the edge in this match in terms of like the players who are available for them and in terms of their attack as well. Apart from Kennington, where it started, lad. Apart from that guy. But yeah.
And also, don't forget, Morgan Rogers also signed a new deal with Aston Villa as well. He just signed a new deal. So that might help him as well in this game. But Prophet, you want to add on a little bit for predictions?
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting game for sure. The battle of Iriola and Unai Emery. Is that at Villa Park or is it? It's going to be at Villa Park.
Yeah.
Villa Park, yeah.
It's not a
Villa
Dean Court, no.
This is an interesting game. Both managers I think are incredibly underrated coaches. Yeah. Bournemouth doing bits as usual. I think last weekend they approached the game against City completely wrong. I think had they played a bit more reserved, a bit more pragmatic, they could have got something. But going toe to toe with City when they don't have the quality of players that City have, shot them in the foot. They ended up losing 3-1. Villa were the same, really. I think Villa did the exact same thing against us last weekend. Had they played a bit more defensive, low blocked it, I think they could have caused us more problems. But they came, they were adamant on playing out from the back, pressing, and they shot themselves in the foot and lost. This will be an interesting game for sure. Both teams are going to want to bounce back after losing. City Bournemouth losing to City, Villa losing to us. At Villa Park, then again, Villa aren't great, I'll be totally honest. I know they beat City and I know they beat Spurs, but I haven't been convinced on them in the league. They haven't been great. Bournemouth have definitely had a better league campaign. If this was at Dean Court, I would have gone with a Bournemouth win, but I think at Villa Park, I think it'll be a draw. But I think it'll be a good game. I think this is definitely a game to look out for. I'm going to go 2-2.
Should be end-to-end as well, in my opinion, because obviously you got two really attacking sides. Two sides that know how to put the ball in the back of the net and know how to punish you on the counter. I do like the way Aston Villa play. People might say it's boring. I do enjoy it. It's very basic, but I think they play it very safe. Aston Villa.
They're not a defensive team, to be fair, are they, Villa? They're
not defensive, but they're more like, they're very safe on the ball. I'm trying to say they play it safe. Aston Villa, whereas with Bournemouth, they're playing between the lines. Like I think Irio's got them playing some really good football, like tiki-taka style football. Like some really good pass.
They went to the Etihad had more of the ball against City, which is really, really good for them. They went there, didn't really get phased. They played their game.
And sorry to cut in. And it's a shame that they couldn't create because they were playing some good football at the start, and then once Erling Haaland got put in behind, they got punished because they were playing so high up as well, and that's what led to their downfall. Bournemouth playing high up, and their high line might kill them. So Villa, if they play on the counter, it could kill them. But listen, it'll be interesting to see what happens. But what's your score predictions, guys? Unless Jack, you wanna add anything more on anything?
So, Prophet went for Desmond. I'm gonna go back on what I said. I'm gonna go 2-1 Bournemouth. I'm gonna go 2-1 Bournemouth. And also,
I'm
if no one understood like the Desmond reference, Desmond 2-2. Yeah, so no, put that out there.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Aston Villa. Up the Villa. Up the Villa. Let's go.
2-2.
Villa.
Up the Villa. Anyways, let's up the Villa. Let's do FPL unless Prophet you said 2-2, right?
2-2, yeah.
2-2, and then Jack, you said 2-2 as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 3-1 Aston Villa. Odd one out here. Let me answer this question from Sanked. I apologize, bro. I haven't answered this question yet. I will answer it right now. Kevin, are you happy with Amber manager of the month and women wins player of the month after a long time? There's positivity in the dressing room. Yes, but the results I will be happy with at the end of the season. I'm not going to be happy with manager of the month, player of the month. That if it leads to nothing, if you don't win anything, it leads to nothing. So all I care about at the end of the season, what the result is at the end of the season. We can get all these player of the month, manager of the month. Cool. If it means we keep picking up, means we keep on winning. That's what I want. You know what I'm trying to say? I like underdog stories. Listen, so do I. Transfer Rangers and Austin. Spurs reserve goalie for Mbeumo and Dean Henderson. Okay, that's nice. That's a good move, to be fair with you. I'm gonna go with I don't know, man. I don't know what I should do, man. My FPL, I can't lie to you. I'm kind of struggling. I did do wild card last week. I wild carded last week, and I did make a lot of moves. I made at least 12 moves, I think, last week. I think I made around 12 moves. 11 moves, around 11 moves last week. So that's fair. Kevin, I can't get any sense of consistency for the game. I think we'll win, bro, King Khan. I think we'll win, bro. I have a feeling we'll win this weekend. I'm confident. But captain's a different one. Captain, who should I captain this week? I'm thinking Mateta or Haaland. One of those two players. I'm thinking Mateta or Haaland. No worries, Jack, bro. We aren't amazing. Spurs at home. We all want to bounce back. Yeah, but they haven't been good at home this season, and that's the only factor that I think maybe there's a chance that we can possibly exploit that. Because Wolves drew there, Chelsea won there last week. Who else won there? Villa won there.
Villa, yeah.
Bournemouth won there. So Spurs have lost like 4 or 5 times at home this season.
They're better on the road, to be fair, when they are at home.
We lost only 2 away games this season so far, I think.
Yeah, you lost to City, I think, and
lost to City and
Brentford. Yeah, so you're not too bad away from home.
Not too bad, but still not too amazing either. But I don't know, man, about score predictions and whatnot. But score predictions, FPL, whatnot. In my FPL team, there's 3 players from Arsenal. Same, I've got Gabriel, Timber, and Saka. From Crystal Palace, I actually have 3 Palace players as well. I have Munoz, Sarr, and Mateta. And I've got Minte from Brighton. I've got Haaland, Walter Semenyo, and Pope.
King Khan, it's from Fantasy Premier League.
Fantasy Premier League, yes, Fantasy Premier League. Calafiori, Timber, and Eze. Okay, that's fair. You gone quite cheap there, to be fair, with the Arsenal. I had enough to afford Saka, so I went for Saka. I do have Saka, so I might captain Mateta this week. I don't know why. Haaland against Liverpool. Do I trust Haaland against Liverpool?
I'd give it a 7. I'd give it an 80-20% chance.
And Mbeumo, maybe. I might consider bringing in Mbeumo, to be honest with you, again from Minte. Sorry, what did you say?
I'd say 80-20 on Haaland. 80% chance he cooks, but there's a 20% chance he gets locked up.
Jack, what's your FPL team looking like this week?
I need to take out your Chris, but I also just want to quickly just say something. One more thing I didn't even clock. This is Pep Guardiola's 1,000th game as a manager. This is 1,000th game as a manager. And you know what? I'm going to change my prediction to 6-0 Liverpool. just because that's what Chelsea did to. I'm saying this as a joke. I'm saying this as a joke, but that's
No,
happened in Wenger's
I know.
1,000th manager.
Hey, but if it happens though, hey lads, you know where to find the clip.
Yeah.
You know where to find.
I'm joking. Obviously. Don't take this as a serious thing.
Haaland record against Liverpool. Is it? How much goals has Haaland got against Liverpool?
I think Haaland has
Haaland's
scored.
not scored against.
He
Liverpool.
scored one
Sorry,
goal
he's not
against
scored
us.
at
And that
Anfield.
was,
Sorry, but he scored. And,
he scored against us at the he had in 2 seasons ago, actually, in the 1-1.
Yeah, he scored against you guys did he score against you guys with Dortmund? Maybe that's why.
No,
we
not
never
Dortmund.
played them, but we never played us with Dortmund. He's only got one goal against us since his time at City. So
At City, yeah, he's only got
easy.
one, but he scored, I think, twice or thrice. When he was at RB Salzburg.
Salzburg, yeah, that's it. Salzburg.
Yeah.
Salzburg.
Anyway, for FPL, I think.
Scored against you guys with Salzburg, no? No, don't worry about it. It's not good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, bro. You're good, man. You're good. Haaland goal record against Liverpool was very good. Well, it's not good now, but it was good. That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
You won, right? Yeah. Draw. I'm going for 3-1. Sorry, 3 strikers: Haaland, Mateta, Igor, Thiago. Okay, that's fair. I don't know. I might remove Walter. I'm thinking take out Walter because Walter has been hitting the numbers, and he's 7.4 million as well. If I take him out, it'll be 7.5 million. I might just remove him and bring someone else in. But then again, you're playing Brentford away. I'll be honest, though I hate Pep and I saw this club way more than Liverpool. Liverpool's number 1, City 2, Arsenal.
I'm different, but I don't really have a problem with the way City have done things. You know what I mean? I know people saying charges, this, that. You got to win somehow, if you know what I mean.
Elite level club in football. Like
you got to win somehow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're the only club with elite level standards in England right now.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't have a problem.
And you guys in the summer, the way you guys went after winning the league,
yeah.
the way you guys.
The only reason people want them relegated is because they know how good City are. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I
literally.
Ooh. I'm having a wee bit of a debate here because I've got Gyökeres in my team, and I've got like £10.7 million to like play with, and I'm just trying to think in terms of like who to decide between like João Pedro, Mateta, and Igor Thiago. I don't think I'll go with Welbeck, to be fair, because I'm going. I don't know.
I'm taking Walter for Danny Welbeck.
Wait.
Because I just don't see what do you call Walter? I don't know if Walter will bag against against Brentford or not. I prefer Mourinho. I agree. I prefer Mourinho as well over Pep. I agree.
Over Pep, yeah. Mourinho over Pep.
I prefer that.
As a manager, yeah. Style of football wise, yeah.
I just think the way Mourinho wins. I just think the way Mourinho wins is more satisfying than when Pep does. Because when Mourinho wins, it's like he's like the football heritage guy. I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
It's like that football heritage quote hits. Like it hits when he wins.
Honestly, I find Pep's style of football really boring. To be fair, I know Mourinho doesn't play the best football.
Yeah, it's just I've been watching it for years. It's not the same, man. Guys, what are your thoughts on Haaland linked to Real Madrid, like Vinny Jr. linked to City? I don't see it happening, bro.
Do you guys ever see Haaland leaving City? Or I don't think.
I think so, but not for a while.
If Real Madrid come knocking someday, yeah, it's probably gonna happen, bro. I'll be honest with you. It's just in a world where Haaland turns down Real Madrid, that's gonna be like, because you know what it is. If Real Madrid just one day decide to pull the plug and say, "Yep, goodbye Vinny" or "Goodbye Mbappe" or whatnot, like someday if Real Madrid, because Real Madrid will do something like this. They would. Real Madrid are a ruthless club. They don't take no bullshit. If you're a flop for 3 years, you're gone. I think if Mbappe doesn't win anything next year with Real Madrid, they might say, you know what? Yeah, I know it sounds crazy right now, but if Real Madrid don't like the way Mbappe's been playing for them, and if Real Madrid think that he's not good, he's not really doing much for the team, although he has been getting a lot of goals. I don't know, man. I just think with
I
Real
think
Madrid,
it's definitely possible in the future, but I think it depends on Pep as well, whether Pep's still there in a couple of years' time or not. I think that could also play a big part in him moving.
Yeah, I agree with
honestly,
well.
I think personally, I'd much rather watch a Klopp team play football. I think Klopp plays football in the perfect way, just all-out attacking, entertainment. You don't get that with City.
Yeah, but it took him 3 years to win the league, though.
It did. You're right there. It did. 4 years, actually, bro.
4 years to win the Champions
4
League.
years to
Yeah.
win the league.
4 years to win the league. Yeah. But 3 years to win the.
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
sorry. No. 3 years to win because 2009 to 2012,
yeah.
and 5 years to win the Champions League. But listen, at the end of the day, it's Cristiano Ronaldo, a Ballon d'Or winner.
Ooh.
But that's what they give him more time. And Mbappe has only won the World Cup. He's not won the Champions League yet. Ronaldo has experience of winning the Champions League with Man United. I'm trying to say. They will win this league. Yeah, I hope so. I hope they win the league this year. I didn't see Ferguson, but he was one of my favorite managers when it comes to United. He said, "I will throw Liverpool out of his throne." When he does, he speaks louder than words. Yeah, the real quote Sankit was he wanted to knock Liverpool off his perch, off the perch. That's what the quote was.
I did, man. For 30 years, we were off our perch, bro.
And you couldn't write that. That's what he said. You couldn't write that. That Madrid team is so dodgy in defense and inconsistent in midfield. Sankit will tell you firsthand. Sankit's been watching the Madrid games.
They don't. Well, I don't see team chemistry with Madrid. They don't play good as a team. They just. You thought with Alonso coming in, he'd have them, implement a style. But nah, they're just the same as they were in the Ancelotti, bro. Just relying on individual brilliance.
Yeah, they're more individual team. You know what I'm trying to say. And this has been the case since Mbappe joined. Because then Vinny's down. Vinny's now dropped levels. Vinny hasn't been the same player since he got robbed off the Ballon. In my opinion, he got robbed off that Ballon d'Or. He should have won that Ballon d'Or. In my opinion, that should have been Vinicius Junior. No matter what people are saying. Rodrigo's.
I don't see Rodrigo being there. I think Rodrigo is destined for a move out of Madrid at some point.
Where does he go to, in your opinion?
I mean, he was linked with Liverpool, but I don't think that happens now. I think if it was going to happen, it would happen this summer. I think Chelsea's just out, bro. Chelsea would definitely they definitely spend the money for him.
Nah.
You don't think so?
Chelsea, nah. I don't see it. Because Chelsea just spend.
Yeah.
They spend. We've heard you. Chelsea signed good players. Signed very good players. But the only thing is, like, they just splash money at everyone. And no plan behind the signing. But they signed good players.
They do,
like,
yeah.
Giddens is a good player.
For me, the important thing is, but they spend money. You know what I mean? They're not cheap. They don't not spend money. That says a lot. Shows that they have got a bit of ambition.
And that's what I want Man United to do. Keep spending like Chelsea. And I'm not dissing Chelsea, but like people say I'm dissing Chelsea. I actually like what they're doing. They're not scared to spend the money. They put where their mouth is. And they've won a couple of trophies last season. They won the Club World Cup and they won the Conference League. Yes, the Conference League might not be the bread and butter, but they still won the trophy that they were in. You know what I mean? So Chelsea in the future, I think Chelsea will definitely be up there. So they just got to keep building. I think Maresca might be the right guy. We shall see. But I'm gonna say Chelsea are a good club, man. But like I said, I don't see Rodrigo going to how would you say it? I don't see him going to
Chelsea.
I don't see it happening. I think maybe he could go to a Bayern.
I think I was going to say Bayern's just out. I think someone said this. King Khan said City, potentially a Rodrigo destination. I don't think so. I don't see him at City really. They've got a Doku there. I don't.
Yeah, don't see it happening as well. How would he fit out the team? I'm curious. I don't know, bro. Honestly, if Man United were competing at the top, I wouldn't be surprised if we signed him. If Man United were competing at the level that we should be competing
you pitched players from Madrid before, bro. I think Casemiro, Varane. You know what I mean? You don't get players leaving Madrid, man. So you got to be, for United to be able to do that. And when you're at your worst as well, especially.
They're not flops. These guys are not flops. Varane wasn't a flop.
Exactly.
Casemiro's not a flop.
Exactly.
We signed Madrid. They're not flops. Di Maria wasn't a flop. Di Maria just didn't like Manchester. He actually had the second most assists in the Premier League behind Cesc Fabregas that season. He wasn't a flop. You know what I mean? I don't think he was a flop. Who else wasn't a flop from Madrid? Our recent signings from Madrid haven't been flops, bro.
No, bro. I mean, it says a lot that players left Madrid. Because, when you sign these players as well, bro, United weren't in the best of situations. So for you to pull these players when you were as bad as you were, it says a lot about the aura that United have, I suppose.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Our players don't have the mentality once we had when we went to other stadiums. We know we had this type of atmosphere. Being Liverpool 5-2 at Anfield and being Bayern Munich 4-0 in the Allianz Arena. Yep, there's no fear factor. Not fear factor. Excuse me. There's just no like team game from Madrid. It's just individual brilliance now.
It is. It's a weird one because I thought they were looking good. They beat Barcelona, and then I watched them when they played us. They weren't great. So it's a weird one. It's a weird one. I don't know if Alonso's the right guy, whether he is, whether he's not. Hopefully he does well over there, being an ex-Liverpool player. But we'll see where it
100%.
goes with Madrid and Alonso.
Cruz and Rodrigo, yeah, true, but we'll see what happens then.
Real Madrid, mate, a couple of years ago, I don't know if you remember, Randerman, 5-2, 22-23.
Real Madrid 1-5-2. Rodrigo's down tools, Vinny 2. Yep, but that's the thing. If you bring in like a player like Mbappe in there, I'm not trying to say Mbappe is bad for Madrid. He's not bad for Madrid, but
I think Madrid could make a move for McAllister in a couple of years. I definitely see McAllister being a player that Madrid might want. You don't think so, bro?
No, I don't see McAllister going to Real Madrid. I think if Real Madrid had to and they wanted to, they could probably go for like Musiala if they wanted to, bro.
Musiala, yes, I doubt.
That's how Madrid are, like, you know, that's how they operate, bro. Like, they don't care who you are. They'll come once Madrid come knocking on that door, you know it's over. That Madrid knock hit, that knock hits different. Once that's Madrid, it's over. You off to Madrid. You see, you open the door, you see Madrid's agents there. Yep, you're gone. You're off to Madrid. You can't say no.
Yeah, even look, as big as we are, bro, as big as United are, as big as Barcelona, we don't have that type of knock, do we? Let's be honest.
Yeah, McAllister. I wouldn't say he's past his best. No, I wouldn't say.
No, I don't think McAllister's past his best yet.
Either Vinny or Mbappe have to leave. We need a striker and midfielder who can control tempo. Either go with Vitinha or Nico Barella. That's actually a good shout. Vitinha is a really good shout. I think Vitinha would definitely be one to go to Madrid. 100%. He could be one of them players who would go to Madrid.
Yeah.
John Neves in the future, possibly. Even John Neves could go to Madrid. There's a chance. There's a good chance. 100%. But anyways, anything more you guys want to add before we close out?
Not really, bro. Just hopefully we can get a win this weekend, bro. I know it's unlikely, but yeah, get a win. Maybe we can get back in the title race somehow, although I doubt we will. But yeah, let's try and get a win this weekend against City. Keep Haaland quiet, give us a chance.
It's just team chemistry, bro. It's nothing.
Yeah, exactly. They're ruthless, man. If Mbappe's not cutting the mustard, he'll go. He'll be sold.
Yeah. He's not the issue. It's just the team chemistry and on egos in the team. Since Mbappe came in, Vinny and Rodrigo stopped playing together. You know what I'm trying to say? But it says more about the mentality of these guys rather than it says more about Real Madrid, and it says more about Mbappe. It says more about Vinny and Rodrigo than it does Mbappe. If Mbappe is one of the guys that's going to continue banging in the goals and Madrid continue winning the Champions League post Vinny and Rodrigo, then Mbappe is a real deal. But if Mbappe leaves and Madrid win again the Champions League and La Liga, then Mbappe was the problem. So I can't say the issue at Madrid is Mbappe. No, it's not Mbappe. I'm not blaming this on Mbappe. No. That's not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to say is since Mbappe has come in, there's been no chemistry between Vinny, Rodrigo, and I think Arda Güler was also playing for a bit as well. And I think even what's his name again? I think Rodrigo. Who else? It was another player.
Mastatuano?
No. Mastatuano just came this season. He just played this season. But regardless, whoever it was, yeah, there's hardly any team chemistry. Then it was a Madridista. I was trying to think what the Premier League teams on, but I don't remember. Don't understand what you mean.
What does KMT stand for? By the way, I've always wondered what that means.
I have no idea.
KMT's kiss my teeth. Kiss my teeth.
Okay.
Rooney, Gerrard, Totti, Lampard, Drogba, Keane, Buffon. Just anyway, if you didn't go to Real Madrid when they were in concrete talks, yeah. But then that depends on some players. That's majority of the players will go to Madrid.
Majority of them will say yes for Madrid. There's always one or two that maybe more. But then again, there might have been other reasons why Gerrard didn't end up leaving Liverpool. I don't want to get into it on the stream, but I mean, if you Google it online, Randerman, you'll see there were other reasons why Gerrard maybe didn't leave Liverpool, even though he might have wanted to.
100%. But Jackie, anything you want to add before we close out?
Eat your macronutrients. That's what I'll say. And also, I replaced Gyökeres with Evan Nilsson because, that's a solid choice. That's the only one I can make, and I was going through. I was probably going to take out Kirkes, but can't
Yeah,
realistically
I'd
do
take
that.
Kirkes out. To be fair, I wouldn't be counting on Kirkes to get points.
No, but I've got Kirkes on the bench. I had to take out
Okay.
Gyökeres because he got injured last weekend. So yeah.
Random man, I don't know what that's all about, mate. I don't know what that comment's about.
It's all right, bro. We'll close out anyways before certain other comments pop up. But it's all good.
Yeah.
Big up to everyone who's locked in. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. I'm sorry. I disagree with this. Goulier is special.
He's a good player, Gula is. I like him.
He's a really good player. He's a really good player. That's why I think they should move for at least Rodrigo. Vinny Rodrigo earlier at least. Yeah, that's the thing. They already have 2 Champions Leagues, and Rodrigo has carried Madrid to 2 Champions League finals because two games against Man City, their closest competitors to the Champions League in the last few years. He's got them over the line in those games. In that game against Real Madrid, in that game against Man City, the City won the treble. Madrid had injuries. Madrid had injuries that year. Now the following year, they're back. Madrid usually take a gap year, 1 year, and then they're back winning the Champions League again. That's Real Madrid for you. One year they go, the following year they're back winning the Champions League again.
I wouldn't write them off. I definitely think they can win the Champions League.
Yeah,
this year, definitely.
I have 4 teams in mind to win the Champions League. I got Real Madrid, I got PSG, I got Bayern Munich, I got Barcelona, and obviously you could put Arsenal in there as well. Arsenal have a good chance.
You still give Barcelona a chance. I was on stream last night with a Rasta them and we're cooking Barcelona, but they said Barcelona ain't really got a chance with
Real Madrid lost to Sheriff and ended up winning the Champions League.
That is true. Yeah, that's true.
Bad results can happen. Argentina lost to Saudi Arabia and won the World Cup. So it's not one result. Although I will say Barcelona should have lost the game 4-3. That should have been a loss because I went to comment from VAR. VAR should have been.
Random man, come on, mate. Yeah, I'm supposed to be you. Oh.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, man, I just you can't. What can? It's just a prediction. I can't really give you an honest answer. I can't give you my honest answer. I can't give you like, oh, Bayern's not going to win the Champions League. That's just a prediction. Now Bayern 18 games. They've won 18 games in a row. 18 games in a row.
That's crazy, man.
They've not lost or drawn a single game. That's mad.
Yeah, they're definitely the best team in the world at the moment, I'd say.
Oh yeah, 100%. Bayern Munich on form right now, best team in the world, 100%. In set piece, we fucked up a little against McAllister. Yeah, that was poor.
Yeah, Madrid must hate McAllister, man. That's twice he scored against them now. Back-to-back season.
Scored against them as well.
He scored last season against them too, yeah.
I believe it. All right, fair enough.
Big
fair
up
enough,
man, mate. Always back in the edge.
Back team always. But anyways, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. Make sure you guys hit the like button. And any FPL suggestions, leave it in the comments below. I will get to your comments real quick. Big up everyone who's tuned in. Jacques and Prophet, big up to you guys for being here as always.
Every time.
And Prophet, your link is in the description of the video. Guys, check his channel out if you haven't done so already. Prophet's got some good work coming up in his channel. I'm sure he has like a preview coming out after this as well. So you guys go check his channel out.
Previews tomorrow, boss. So tomorrow afternoon at some point, be doing the match preview for the City games here. Stay tuned for that, people.
I'm back in about 10 hours for the show at Rasta. So guys, tune into that. And F1 shows tomorrow. So I'll see you guys real soon. People, take care. We are out. Like, share, and subscribe.